So I have a sad update on my Gaza trip.
I recommend going back and watching that video, as well as learning about the Balfour Declaration, Balfour Declaration. And that's not even where this all begins, but I just want to add that little side note before I get to my point, which is conscientious objection. If you have been raised in a society that indoctrinates you into compulsive behaviors as being required for your upright and dutiful citizenship, there is an excellent chance that you have been gaslit into complicit oppressive behaviors that you commit against yourself and the people around you and people around the world, with or without your known consent. All you know is that you're told to do this thing. They promise you there's terrible things that'll happen if you don't do the thing, so you do the thing because otherwise, oh my gosh, I could be like strongly inconvenienced. There are genuine things to be concerned about for a lot of people, but way more of us have a lot more agency than we have been willing to recognize, because then there's the accountability and action required to step into our power. And they don't want you to remember that. They don't want you to remember that you can be a conscientious objector. You might end up going to jail. You might have to pay some fines. You might need to learn how to build community and work with community aid, mutual aid, all of the efforts that have been ridiculed and, framed as anti-civilized, anti-society, anti-social behavioral constructs. And so, there's a good chance that there's a lot more that you could be doing if you were willing to recognize how big the situation is and how much not only are you complicit, but you are the future target. And we need to start recognizing the role that we play in being complicit in our own OPPRESSION, because we've given them this power by playing the games. If you want to be a tyrant, I'm taking my ball and I'm going elsewhere, and I'm going to hang out with people who treat me with dignity. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to get up and move necessarily, although I am all about going to Serbia and seeing my family there for the first time in my life, which I haven't had access to because for the first 30 plus years of my life, I integrated and learned and played the game, being told that if I did that, then you won't have the bad things happen to you. Well, I can tell you from lived experience that's bull. Every time that I have actually played by the rules, it has not worked out in my best interest, or the best interest of most people around me, with the exception of a very small handful of people in the power structures and, this trickle down. It's dry down here, baby. It's been so dry. It's been so dry. And I know I'm not the only person who feels like this, who is tired of being tired of being locked into a fear cycle that we perpetuate by telling each other that if we keep playing by the rules, like maybe eventually no, fucking stop. When we stop, the machine stops. Do you understand that? When we stop playing the game, there's no reason for the machine. The machine can't run without us. You can be a conscientious objector. You can learn to be uncomfortable. You can learn to expand your capacity. You can learn what's happening. Start questioning literally everything and everyone around you. Question it all, because your life literally depends on it no less in the long term than the people who are being directly impacted and unalived as we speak. So, you're already on the internet, right? That's how you're getting this information. Look up conscientious objector. Do a little digging. You're already on the internet. Learn what it is that they don't want you to know. There's reasons they don't want you to know it, and that's not conspiracy theories. That's my ivory tower ticket of a political science degree, my nonprofit organization work experience, and years of grassroots organizing. Learn what it is that they don't want you to know because it will set you free. Remember your agency. Use your voice. It counts. Your vote doesn't count. So help me. If someone tells me to vote, that's going to be their swan song to me. Never, ever, ever ask me to vote again. Or I'll laugh at you or block you or whatever's the appropriate response based on how you come at me. Don't play the game. I'm not playing it anymore. Conscientious objector, not compulsory action. Conscientious objector.